stream horizontally. That was crazy. Okay. I'm basically just watching a video that my boyfriend sent me of the whole tuah scam, right? I don't know much about crypto, whatever. I'm just gonna say that don't hate the player, hate the game. Because what she did, definitely morally wrong, and I believe in karma and I believe in God, and karma will come from that. She did nothing legally wrong, from my understanding. I didn't finish this video, but she knows who her audience is, and she's the type of person who don't give a fuck. So she said, yeah, I'll make some quick and easy money. But the people who do that aren't usually the best off in the long run. Um, she just did what she had to do. She did what everybody wants, which is get quick and easy money. Um, but she was okay doing it this way. Whereas somebody like me, I don't believe that I would take that offer. I don't believe that I would. I just wouldn't. Very tempting, but like it's also not, because it's just like that's just not right. Um, and you gotta love to hate her for it and hate to love her for it, because whatever. And you know that the people telling her to do these things was probably a male. I don't know it. Probably it was a male's idea, because they be knowing about this, or maybe she knew about it and it was her idea. But everyone is so lost in craving a community, and it sounds like she created a community of dumb people. But they're not dumb. They're probably like really sweet and like the best people. So they don't care. They don't worry about this crypto stuff. They're honestly the best people, and they got scammed, and that sucks. But in a way, it doesn't seem like it's legally scammy. I mean, they signed up for it, and there's terms and conditions, and it's definitely not right, but it's not wrong. Baby, I know that we're not right, but
yes, the creator, right? Which is who? Who does that own? Who does that belong to? That belongs to the project. Who's the project? Who is the project? Well, the project is over here, Hailey Welch, right? And how much does Hailey Welch own? This is Hailey Welch's project. So she owns all of it. CoffeeZilla. I'm just trying to figure out who owns it. You know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands, to hire directors? You think this stuff pays for itself? This is how you run a project forever. Is you have to fund that. And first of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time and people that are on this project. It has around 18.
And this guy on the phone, like, he sounds smart. Like, he's trying to sound like smart. And, he is smart because he was able to complete the mission of getting quick and easy money. But he's also pretty dumb in his own way, because it'll all catch up to you. Like I said, karma, like, that's going to catch up to him. Like, he thinks he's all high and mighty, because he did what he had to do to make it legal, but maybe he missed some parts. I don't know. It sounds like he knows what he's talking about, but it also sounds like he is hiding something. So I don't know.
People working on this right now as we speak. This is not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to do something here, and not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days. So who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Hailey Welch make of that million, 1.8 million? It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns zero of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation.
Brother, who profited? Over $1 million was just made.
A foundation that pays people out. And by the way, CoffeeZilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important.
Truly, frankly, I kind of believe the guy on the phone, like, a foundation made the money. As far as he knows, a foundation made the money. And he could be pissed about it. I don't know. But he's right, a foundation made the money. And I also believe him that he wants it to be a long-term thing, and he's trying to figure it out. And he's probably pissed too. But
important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills.
You heard him right. Who cares where millions of dollars went? Supposedly, they have 18 people working on the Hawk tuah meme token. So, I don't know if that's true, but that's at least what they're claiming. Now, the last thing I need to say before we jump into this context that you need is that there are 4 groups to look out for here. 1, you have Hawk tuah girl, who is promoting this thing. 2, you have this guy, Doc Hollywood, who is like Howie Mandel's like son-in-law or something like that. Like, he's this guy who has some connections in Hollywood, and he seems to be the guy connecting Hawk tuah girl with crypto, and he said he was teaching her a memecoin class, okay? And he goes unhinged on her call. 3, you have the guys running the crypto token, and 4, you have the insiders who paid money to get early access to this coin and then are rug pulling a lot of Hailey Welch's fans. What you want to make of that, who you exactly want to assign blame to, is up to you. A lot of people are saying, oh, she didn't know any better. She's getting taken advantage of. Maybe, or maybe she's making a ton of money, talking about Hawk tuah girl. So with that said, I just want to show you the call last night. That is what I knew going into this call. And you'll see my questions target some of these different aspects of what I believe to be a scam in this call. And the last thing I have to say is that when they did do this call, they monologued for like 12 to 15 minutes before they let anyone up. So I was extremely frustrated by the time I got up. I think you'll hear a little bit of that in my voice. Not only that, this Doc Hollywood guy called people mentally ill. He said that people should be thanking him or kissing his butt, basically, for doing this for them, as if he's doing them a favor, basically generally berating the people who had maybe lost money in this. And so quite frustrating to go into. And anyway, enjoy.
Everyone thinks that, oh, everything's a rug. Everything's a rug. Everyone's here to you. Nah, we're here to onboard real people outside of this spaces, right? The people here, you guys are already y'all are ahead every day thinking everything's a scam. And you know what? You guys are right. Everything is a scam, but not this. Not this. We did not spend 6-7 months of our lives dedicated to trying to do something cool, right? To do something different, not dumping on you, not bundle snipes, not 100% of the liquidity.
Like that guy said on the phone, everything's a scam. Because I was already thinking that, like, everything's a scam. I mean, we're paying over $5 for a McDonald's fry. That's a scam. That's a freaking scam. Anyway.
Or whatever was bundle sniped by the team and propped up charts. You guys are not the target audience. Sorry to say, right? This is not the target audience.
Who's he talking to?
The target audience, which is why I'm even doing this, which is what's cool about it, is it's not in this spaces. And listen, most of you, we don't want you in the community. Let's be real, right? You're not great people. I know y'all, right? So I see some friendly faces in this audience.
He's having a meltdown.
You know,
I honestly agree with him. Like, people that are so dedicated to knowing the ins and outs of crypto, most of them, from life experience, aren't good people. Or they're not my favorite. They're not somebody you want to hang around, diddly do. So I get where he's coming from. I believe the guy when he says like you're not our target audience, and um, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. I'm not saying that whatever happened was chill, but it was a lesson learned from what I'm hearing, and yeah.
Honestly, y'all, you guys, right? There's a lot of negativity in the space. I think crypto brings the mentally ill into this thing, right? If you guys are in crypto, you're most likely mentally ill, and I'm gonna count myself as mentally ill for even being here right now.
I'm mentally ill, and I'm being here right now too. So far, I like the guy on the phone. Personally, I trust the guy on the phone. I believe what he's saying.
We're trying to have fun. We're trying to do something cool. We're trying to give meme tokens away for free to people who have never had any crypto before, any meme token. And you guys be kissing my ass because I'm trying to do something dope.
Yeah, so that's how all of this started.
But the guy on the phone is unhealed in himself because he could be talking about it a lot nicer. Okay, he could be a little nicer, but he's pissed. So is what it is.
watched as people got wrecked on chain, and then I go here in the actual space that's supposed to address everything, a guy berating everyone, calling them mentally ill and telling them they should be thanking him. And that's what led to sort of my attitude when I went up on stage. Also, Twitter Spaces is horrible for doing this kind of work. I normally wouldn't choose it, but all these guys seem to love Twitter Spaces. I don't know why. The problem is people filibuster. So I know I interrupted a lot. That's because you can't let these people go run off on like 10-hour.
Let them run off because you seem like more of an asshole cutting people off. That's dumb to me. When you cut people off like that, they're not listening to you and you're not listening to them. If you really want to hear what he has to say, let him yap. Because you interrupting him is like a sign of a lot except maturity.
Explanations, which they will do if you let them. So, yeah, anyway, here's when I got up on the space.
I'm Kiana, and I leveled up my business with Shopify. I have 3 businesses that are selling.
Be happy to answer any
I have
questions.
questions. I have questions.
I'm raising my hand. Hey guys.
What CoffeeZilla?
Hey,
David.
this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
I've been tracing it on chain for a while. You guys generated over $1 million in fees while y'all's fans got rug pulled. There was snipers, but there was also insider trading directly linked to y'all's creator account. What are you guys doing?
No. That's not true.
That is true. That's a fact.
No, it's not.
Well, it's a fact, and you can see it on chain. So
Yeah, we know. We trust me. We were there. We could answer that.
do you know about the insider trading?
No, there's no insider trading. That's why we can answer it.
Okay, so there's tokens going directly from the main account,
CoffeeZilla, just chill for a second.
and then it's getting sold for.
You see how the guy on the phone let him talk when he got interrupted? He just let that man's talk.
$50K. Who is that?
Definitely not us. You think we're doing this for 50K? Yeah, fucking right. Talking to the wrong guy. You're used to these bullshit scammers out here. Not us. Now, we had...
That's what everyone says, by the way.
Listen, doesn't matter. No, I'm not everyone. There was a strategic allocation, right, through a foundation. Every single one of those was signed through a SAFT. The deployer wallet, you've heard of a strategic allocation or a private
How much
sale.
did y'all get doing a pre-sale? How much did y'all make?
It's not that
Selling
we
out
made.
your fans. So
Over
other
here,
people
can
can
you give
dump on your fans.
Hold on, CoffeeZilla, take a chill pill, brother.
So
let's
Y'all just
speak-
rug pulled a bunch of people.
No, there's no rug. We're here every single day. There's no rug pull, and it's not done by us. Yes, snipers sniped it up to an insane market cap.
No, it's
and
not
dumped
just
it.
snipers.
That was not us. That was
You know that.
Listen, no. I'm telling you the truth.
And y'all made millions on fees from this little scheme.
There's not a.
I'm sure that's not you getting those fees,
It's
right?
not a
Who's making
scheme.
the money
It's
on
not
the
a-
fees? Who's
not a
making
scheme.
millions of dollars on fees from this rug pool?
That's not a scheme. That's the
Who's making
project. So we
fees?
can keep this thing going for years. Okay. That's how do you think? There's so many expenses.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora Pools, and that goes to the creator, right?
Which is who? Who does that who does that belong to?
That belongs to the project, right?
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here, Hailey Welch, right? And
how much does Hailey Welch own?
This is Hailey Welch's project.
So she owns all of it.
CoffeeZilla.
Did she just make $1 million on fees on a rug pool?
Do you know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands, to hire directors? You think this stuff pays for itself, right?
So y'all wanted to make the money on day one? I don't understand. I'm just asking.
We're here every single day.
Millions of dollars in fees from the
day
rug.
2, day 3. You know, this is how you run a project forever. Is you have to fund that. First of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time and people that are on this project. Over here has around 8.
It sounds like it's just a normal business. It's a project. It's a company, and whoever owns that, which it's probably Hailey, and other people could have chipped in. The 18 people. I mean, she owns it. She's running it. But she's got to pay her workers too. She's got to pay the people involved. Something fucked up happened, is what I'm hearing. Something fucked up. I don't know, because I don't know about this. I don't know. So I could find out how that all works, but I just know the situation and what I'm hearing.
People working on this right now as we speak. This is not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to do something here, and not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days like you're used to.
So who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Hailey Welch make of that 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns 0 of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation in the Cayman Islands.
Who profited? Over $1 million was just
I'm
made.
telling you, a foundation that pays people out. And by the way, CoffeeZilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills.
Well, when you're charging 15%,
it goes to directors.
You're charging 50% of the rug pool, and you're profiting from the rug pool.
There's no rug pool because we didn't pull a rug.
Okay, according to Google, it says a foundation can refer to a nonprofit organization that provides grants to charitable causes. Period. So it's a foundation. It's a non-profitable organization. I'm going to keep that in mind. Every time this man says foundation and this other guy wants answers, it's a foundation. Foundations can also refer to an inner structure that helps people live their life with less stress or a tax deduction. Private foundations provide donors with the tax deductions for their contributions. So no one owns someone owns the foundation, but you're not supposed to profit a lot from it. It's a nonprofit. An organization that is not driven by profit is a foundation. A private foundation is a type of charitable organization that is typically established by an individual. So it's established. It's not exactly owned, it's established. Good to know. So the foundation owns it. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Rug. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not true. That's defamation.
Doc, do the math. Do the math.
You're saying that
this guy is so mad because he's not getting answers or truthful answers, but he's mad that there's no other answer other than it's a foundation. And if the nonprofit is messing with the law, then that's serious. But I haven't heard anything to make me think that the foundation is messing with that. But people just didn't get what they expected or they hoped. I mean, they got what they paid for. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they got what they paid for, which is something they didn't know. They paid for something that they didn't know the outcome of.
Pulled the rug. There was
You
no rug
released
pulled.
3%.
You're defaming our character.
Are you not gonna let me talk? You just talk over me. You talk over me.
I'm hearing bullshit.
No, you're not. You're talking over me. Let me just lay out your tokenomics. You guys released 3% to the Meteora pool, while you have 17% of the token allocation unlocked day one from your strategic allocation. Are you guys insane? What do you guys think exactly is
See, I don't know what that means. Like, I'm gonna say I don't know what that means, but I know what I'm hearing.
gonna happen when your insiders get sent their tokens? And by the way, who made the money from your 17% pre-sale while you're giving a tiny piece of the pie to the public? Like, what the hell? This is the worst tokenomics I've ever seen, and it is a scam.
It's not a scam.
The tokenomics are a scam. That's my opinion. You can say whatever you want about it. You can cry defamation. That's my opinion. It's a scam. And I only do this for a living. I've only seen 1 million of these projects.
Okay. According to Google, a scam is a dishonest scheme of fraud. A swindle. It's a dishonest scheme.
So who pays you, CoffeeZilla? Let's.
Ooh, turn it around. Turn it around. Turn it around. Nobody's here for me. Everyone's here for you. Where did the fees go? Where did the money?
Well, why not just answer the question? Just answer the question. Who pays you? It's a simple question. Why not answer it? It's a simple question. Who cares if you think he's deflecting? Seems like you're deflecting now because who pays you? It's just simple. It's whatever.
Money for
Seems only fair to answer his questions too. But again, life ain't fair, right? But I think it is because, like I said, I believe in karma. So, can't have bad without the good, can't have good without the bad, and that's why yin and yang. I love the yin and yang sign.
for the pre-sale tokens go? Why did y'all unlock day one so people could dump on Hailey Welch's fans? And how involved was she really? And how much money is she making from all this? What's her cut? I just got muted. So yeah, that was the conversation. Obviously,
That's a good question too, though. What is Hailey getting from this? Does it matter? I mean, it does. You know, he's asking, so I mean, it all matters. But if it's such a scam, why does it matter who's making the money? But according to him, it's a foundation, so it's a nonprofit, so no one's supposed to be making money. No one is supposed to be making money.
I got a little heated there towards the end because, I don't know, there was something about this guy berating people who had lost money and insisting that what was so transparently true about the fees being made.
I think this guy's mad, though, because he wasn't getting the answers he wanted to prove it's a scam. But he was getting enough answers in terms of deflection or answers that don't make sense for him to think it's a scam because he thinks they're lying. And maybe they are lying. I personally don't believe the guy on the phone has lied thus far. He may not be telling everything. I think he's answering the questions, but
About who's benefiting from the pre-sale. Just dodging all of that, it gets me so bothered. I guess it shouldn't at this point. But, you know, what can I say? I'm only human. I will...
if this guy sees it, bro, you are only human, and it's totally fine. You reacted how most humans would. That's what I say. Like, it's You're good. You're good. Seriously.
Go ahead and highlight. There were two other moments. FaZe Banks got up and called these guys out, which is funny.
This 100% was a mismanaged, mislaunched. Like this is what CoffeeZilla said. I would label this a scam as well. It's pretty obvious.
Label it a scam. Everything's a label. Everything's a label.
Like CoffeeZilla brought up, 97% of the token was bundled into the same cluster. And in layman's terms, that just basically means 90%. 97% of all the tokens owned were by related wallets, friends of friends of friends of friends. They were like,
No, that's not true. It's not true.
Yeah, yes, it is true. Yes, no, it's 100% true.
And then also Nick O'Neill, who is another crypto Twitter guy, he got up there and he asked them basically what I did, because they wouldn't let me back up on the space. And he said, where's the money going to? And then tuah girl, decided it was time for bed, and that was the end of the space.
I just looked up latent terms. Latent is a quality or state existing but not yet developed or manifested, hidden or concealed. Okay. I don't know if that makes okay.
So I'm sort of curious, like, not for the token price itself, but just in terms of the fact that there's fees that are being generated, there's an actual, like,
Hey
source
guys,
of income.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Well, hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Getting my first client made me feel like I actually knew what I was doing.
I mean, something is definitely a little sus, maybe.
Okay.
Truthfully, I think Hailey's just like, I'm gonna sign off, because there's no use explaining yourself to people that already have the idea in their head that it's a scam, and there's seriously no other way of talking to them. Like, Hailey's just like, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna waste my breath. I know my truth, so I'm gonna head out. There could be some other stuff hidden. Like, you know what I'm saying? For sure. Like the fees, yeah. I mean, Ticketmaster has fees, which is stupid. Who's getting that? You know, I don't know.
I guess we're talking over here.
Can you imagine being asked questions about a scam, and in the middle of the questioning you go, oh, yeah, I think I'm gonna hit the bed, you know? Gotta wake up bright and early for tomorrow. That is just wild. These people.
Yeah, it's wild because it's facts. Like, she's just like, I'm gonna head out. Like, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. She's like, I'm she said what she needed to say. And she values her peace the most, and I respect it.
People are not serious, or at least it doesn't appear that they're taking it very seriously. I think it's concerning when you have a project which, they can say whatever they want about their 18 employees and all the hundreds of thousands they supposedly paid to set up these, like, Cayman Island corps to do it the right way. But at the end of the day, when you make millions of dollars on launch, where does that come from? When your insiders sell $3 million, where does that come from? Maybe the normies that you were targeting to get in? That is my problem. That is my issue, and that's why I came at them.
So your issue is they targeted normies. But let's be real, it's not your problem. It's literally not your problem. And all you can do is, I guess, educate people, but you can't educate people that aren't looking stuff up about crypto. So maybe all of this is educating them. Because as much as you want to help people, you really can't help people that don't see a problem, never heard of this, don't want to be helped, don't see a problem. But now maybe these people will see a problem, and hopefully you'll be able to educate them.
So hard. And that's basically it. I think Hailey Welch, or tuah girl, to whatever extent she was involved is still unclear, or was unclear until her transactional entertainment lawyer contacted me. I'm just editing this live, guys. He contacted me and said he wants to have a offline combo. I said I can't do that. This is a live story. If she wants to comment on the story or shed light on how much she's been paid, kindly respond. I'll put up all these screenshots. They say she was paid in advance from a company to handle the token marketing dev launch of $125,000. That's the only money she's seen to date. If you have any specific questions, happy to answer. I said
she was paid in advance from a company to handle the token marketing.
What company was she paid by? What's the agreement? Did she see a cut of the pre-sale or fees from the liquidity pool? The best thing for my story is to get a copy of the agreement, of course. Christian replies, she was supposed to get 50% of net proceeds after payments of costs to third parties. Is that the 18 employees or whatever they have? I don't know. I don't know what costs they have, but 50% is a lot. They were supposed to be mutually approved between her and the company. All decisions regarding to allocation were supposed to be mutually approved. Those decisions haven't been made at this point. The goal would be to salvage the token for the holders and her true fans and do right by the community. That's not going to happen. I can't provide the actual contract, as you can imagine, but I'm happy to continue to be responsive. Your spaces and comments have been helpful, blah, blah, blah. I appreciate what you... Okay, we all know. They always say that, by the way. This guy does not appreciate what I do, I don't think. You know, an entertainment lawyer appreciate...
He doesn't think he appreciates what he does. Because you either think or you know. And he doesn't think he appreciates him, but you never know.
Somebody talking about somebody, I don't think that's...
Because when you're lied to so much, I mean, it's hard to believe, you know. But I like to believe that some people are different. Whatever.
It's true. Look, the big deal, what he said, is 50% net proceeds. That's a lot, actually. Now, again, 18 employees working on the Hawk Tuah coin. I don't know how much they're going to end up seeing at the end of the day, but it's going to be real money. The question about, like, oh, salvage the coin, want to salvage the coin. Guys, the problem is you've sold millions of dollars of pre-sale tokens, and they're still out there. There's still people with these coins who are waiting to sell. So the second you go and salvage it for the fans, you're kind of dooming them again. So the best situation is just people, well, I don't really know. I don't like to give advice in situations like this. You know, it's like asking someone how to clean up a car crash. It's like, well, ideally, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. So can't give too much advice there. The situation's horrible as it is. I appreciate them actually responding, though. But she is actually making a lot of money off of this. And I do actually think that's a problem. So, I don't know. I think this whole situation is terrible. And she should feel bad. I hope she does, really, because she got in bed with these people who clearly saw dollar signs. She saw dollar signs. And they did this, and people have been hurt. So, yeah, that's basically it. Oh, one more message from Hawk's lawyer. This guy keeps messaging me. He says, this was not a speculative opportunity for her. She truly didn't intend to fleece fans. She genuinely wanted to make this a community token of fans and onboard Web 2 to Web 3 and be a long-term face.
I think that Hawk Tuah, Hailey feels bad, but actions speak louder than words, and we'll see what actions take place after this. If anybody want to tell me what the fuck they talking about, feel free. But I don't know. Peace out. Also, anybody sees this that was talking in that video, y'all are all human. That's all I gotta say. I don't really give a fuck. I mean, I give a fuck because I'm making this video, but it's like, it's tea, it's interesting, and I wonder what's gonna happen next. What's gonna happen next? keep y'all updated.